evening, everyone. Welcome to the Comment to Dense podcast. My course's name is Ebak, and I'm joined, of course, by my co-hosts, Burr, Lemming, and Shadow.
Hello.
Hello. We're here.
Hello, everyone. Whew, everyone had a good Christmas?
Yeah, actually, it was really nice.
It was okay.
Yeah, I had a good Christmas as well. I had a lot of gifts. Some from these three. Some from these three reprobates. Oh, by the way, Lemmy, I picked up Metal Gear Solid Delta on PC.
Excellent. Name a day and we'll do it. Now, one moment.
Fantastic. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. Everyone who's not sure what we are, who we are, and what we're doing, every last Tuesday month, I gather my friends and we put basically comment density upon the various topics going on in the industry right now about gaming, nerd culture, all sorts of things, and what baking and what is the, go on.
Baking across America.
Hollis, my good man.
Galaxy Hollis.
Oh,
It's about eggies and more juice.
Yes.
I got his latest cookbook for Christmas.
Yes. Also, Burr, we are also joined by Burr's co-host, a small furry creature.
We are today streaming in a larger number. There's 5 of us.
yes, we have indeed a kitty.
There is a baby.
We have a baby.
Give us some scratches from us. So
Yeah.
Yes.
But she has games of the year to say too.
yeah, so today's
Cardboard.
episode is going to be us talking about. We did the same thing last year. We talk about our games of the year for 2025. We're going to briefly recap what the Game Awards had, as well as a few other more independent organizations for their games of the year. But then we're going to go into what is our top 5 and our honorable mentions. It's worth noting, I'll get to the rules for us once we get there, but I will just refresh it immediately as well, so that there's kind of 2 instances in case people aren't really paying attention. The rules for our particular ones, they do not need to be a game that is released in 2025. So long as it's a game you've played in 2025, because we all have backlogs. That is eligible for the list. So just bear that in mind. If you think, hang on, that game didn't release this year, yeah, it's because some of us only got around to playing it this year. So
yeah, I really envy the people who don't have backlogs.
I don't think they exist, personally.
Well, it's weird because I was looking through my Steam. What was it, the Steam replay for the year? And I noticed that I've not played many new games this year. A lot of it has been mostly old games.
Yeah, I struggled.
I just don't have the money.
I played a lot of new games. I was surprised how many. But also, other than on Steam, I've played like half as much on GOG.
That's fair. Shall we get into it then? So let's have a look and see what the Game Awards had. So the Game Awards...
Stuff.
They had stuff. A lot of announcements was made. We're not going to talk about those announcements when we get to it, but we're just going to go kind of a quick fire round through the winners of, the show winners, effectively, in all categories. I'm going to throw it up here on the screen for everyone to have a look at. So if I just do...
You can see this. You can see this, chat. We can't, because we're cool. We're in a different area.
Yeah, so first of all, Game of the Year, no surprise, it was Clair Obscur Expedition 33. That was the winner in that one, which you'll notice as a pattern this year as well. That Clair Obscur Expedition 33 won in a lot of categories. I have thoughts on that, but I also know that they're not popular thoughts, but we'll get there. Best Game Direction, Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Best Narrative, Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Best Art Direction, Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Best Score and Music, it was, of course, Laurent Testard of Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Best Audio Design, it was... surprisingly enough, it was actually Battlefield 6 of all things.
Yeah, believe it or not, the AAA studio from Electronic Arts can actually do explosions really well.
Best Performance was Jennifer English from Clair Obscur, Expedition 33. Innovation and accessibility was Doom the Dark Ages, because it came literally with difficulty sliders for everything, which I don't think you can get more accessible than that, really.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. Which is what everyone should strive for.
Should. Games for Impact, you can't see it because of the way the screen's formatted, but you can probably just see it just there. South of Midnight, game I've not played, but Shadow has played. Yeah. Clair Obscur wasn't even in the running for that, so it couldn't win that one, that award. Best Ongoing was No Man's Sky, again. It won it last year as well, which I think that maybe it shouldn't have won it because of that, but who knows. Best Community Support, Baldur's Gate 3. Best Independent Game, Clair Obscur, Expedition 33. Best Debut Indie Game, Clair Obscur, Expedition 33. Are you noticing the pattern yet? Best Mobile Game, it must do Pretty Derby something. I don't know. It's don't really care. Sorry if you care about mobile games. Best VR AR game was The Midnight Walk. Not played it, so I can't comment. Best Action Game, Hades 2.
Yes, it's about time.
Some people are pleased about. Then Best Action Adventure, Hollow Knight Silk Song. I mean, I thought it was going to win something. I'm disappointed in Indiana Jones didn't win that one, but there we go. Best RPG, Best RPG. Any guesses?
Expedition 33.
What a surprise, Bud. You got it in one. Expedition 33. Best Fighting Game, Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves. Best Family Game, Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Makes sense.
Best Cinema Strategy Game, Final Fantasy Tactics, The Invalis Chronicles.
Not what I was expecting, but fair enough.
Best
As long as
sport.
it wasn't Civ 7.
Yeah. Best Sport or Racing Game, Mario Kart World.
I think I'm not like that.
I
Not
mean,
like that.
I quite liked it. I given the other contenders, I'd be like, you know.
I mean, my main argument against both Donkey Kong Bonanza and Mario Kart World is the Nintendo Switch 2 hasn't been out that long, and not enough people have actually fucking played them.
Well, I'm more against. I'm more against Mario Kart World because Nintendo was like, no, I see you trying to have fun on our games. Stop that.
Can't have
Stop
that.
having fun.
Can't have fun. Best multiplayer, Arc Raiders. I've had some rumblings. It's pretty good, so that's fun.
Yeah, I've heard that it's pretty good, but apparently it uses AI. But it's
Now,
at least
in their defense, the AI is actually a decently used one. They hired voice actors to perform voice lines for them under contract for those voice lines specifically to be used to power an AI, used in an AI, which is then used for the machines you're fighting. You're fighting robots.
Okay, that's fair.
That's the specific use of AI in Arc Raiders. I'll defend them on that.
Yeah, so long as the voice actors knew that's what they were doing, then
Yes,
that's
they
fine.
were signed specifically for that.
Okay, fair enough.
Best adaptation. So best adaptation of a video game into a movie or TV series. The Last of Us Season 2.
I mean, fair enough.
Most
Widely acclaimed at this point.
most anticipated game of next year. This is the one that I really dislike.
I discount this one automatically.
Grand Theft Auto
This is a
6.
stupid award. Why is it here?
Well-
One, it's a stupid award, and two, Grand Theft Auto 6 won last year.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it was supposed to be out this year. It shouldn't get it should be disqualified because it won it last year, and also the fact that it was delayed into next year. I'd happy with any other game winning that, but not happy with the fact that Grand Theft Auto takes it again.
Yeah, no, banned.
Content Creator of the Year, Moist Critical.
That's no surprise to me.
I like
Moist.
Moist Critical. He's fun.
Yeah,
But-
he's Charlie's okay. He's
But-
very cool.
He also voices one of my favorite characters in one of my favorite games of this year.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
Yeah.
Pav.
He plays Sonar in Dispatch.
Best esports game, Counter-Strike 2. Best esports athlete, Chuvi, aka Yongji Huan. I'm probably
Who the fuck
but
is this guy?
butchered that name. Best esports team, Team Vitality for Counter-Strike 2. Why I care about esports, I don't know, but still. Players' Voice Award, which is 100% fan voted. The Wuthering Waves, which I think is a very good advocate for why player voice awards suck. You know, but that's just me. And that's all of them. That is your quick, fast-track overview of all of them. Now, I do think Clair Obscur Expedition 33 deserves the awards it got. However, it did kind of feel like the Clair Obscur 33 awards, less than the Game Awards. You know,
I can understand people being a bit bitter about that.
I kind of feel like if you win in a certain number of categories, you're kind of capped out at that point. You know what I mean? Let's share the love. Not saying it didn't deserve it. Not saying it didn't deserve it. It absolutely did. But just, you know.
Yeah, I can understand. I can understand the feel bad.
I would kind of disagree, but I don't think I should. I don't want to cause any animosity, so I'll shut up.
No, you can disagree.
No.
It's just that, you know, I have a very strong opinion. I especially have a very strong opinion about. Actually, no, I'm not going to say that because that will get me enemies. So yeah. So that was the Game Awards. Yeah, it was a fun time to watch. That's all I can really say about that.
I mean, fair, I didn't even watch it. I was in bed. I checked the results in the morning.
You woke up the next day and everyone was like, Ace Combat, Ace Combat.
Yeah, I got like
Yeah.
3 or 4 different DMs going, Ace Combat, Ace announced, here's this video. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, when we were watching it, I was like, "Oh, Lemming should have been here." I managed to identify it. There was something about it. I was like, "Wait a minute, is this another Ace Combat game?"
Yeah.
And as soon as the jets appeared, I was like, "Ah!"
Anyway, right.
Yeah. Anyway, the game they ended the. I gotta say, usually the last game of the Game Awards is quite a bombastic affair. Hi God, it wasn't doing it for me.
No,
It looked
me.
too- It looked very generic and very confusing, and I just like, oh, buddy. Oof.
Yeah, can't deny that. I was excited about the reveal of 2 new Tomb Raider games. That's what got me excited. So
I'm gonna lie, like Fate of the what was it? Fate of the Republic.
yes,
Fate of the Old Republic. Yeah.
Fate of the Republic. I was like, holy
Yeah.
shit, we're going back.
new Star Wars games. Yep, you're never going to complain about new Star Wars games.
As well, like, oh yes.
Mm-hmm. We're back.
And
We are so back.
Galactic Races.
Yeah, bit of a left field one, but like Galactic Races.
Yeah.
A lot of good announcements there. But of course, we're mostly here to talk about our own choices for the year.
Yes.
So I want to,
You are objectively correct.
and now objectively correct. Now, again, it's worth mentioning that I mentioned at the top of the show, the criteria for our awards are just that they are games that we personally played in the year 2025. They do not need to be games that actually came out this year. Because again, we have backlogs and we're here to introduce what we think are the best games that we have played this year, not necessarily the best games released this year. So do bear that in mind when we're giving these out our own suggestions, that they may not be released this year, or they might have been released quite a while ago. But if we've only just played them this year, they're valid. That's what makes ours a little bit different from your standard kind of award ceremony things. So, shall we kind of get started with the honorable mentions?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Shadow, pick it up between 1 and 4.
Why did I immediately think 6? 2.
2. That'd be me. So, right then. So I'll get started with. Do we want to do all our honorable mentions? Because otherwise, I think if we just go to keep on rotating around with the honorable mentions, we'll
Yeah,
be
because I
here all
only
night.
have one honorable mention, so we might as well just do.
That
I've added
makes
2 more honorable mentions because I was an idiot and forgot games.
that is fair. So my first honorable mention is Vertigo Remastered, which is a VR game, and one I highly recommend people check out if you're into VR. It's on Steam. It basically is kind of like Portal, but with the Portal-like lab environment, but without portals. Very interesting kind of game. It basically is my go-to kind of VR shooter these days. That's the Vertigo Remastered. Not going to show any footage of the honorable mentions. We're just going to go through them. So next, going this time clockwise, Shadow.
My honorable mention is Singular. It's because I can't. Because even though I played it a shit ton this year and loved it a lot, I can't give early access games a spot because they can change during there. So my honorable mention is Enshrouded. It is a survival. It's a fantasy survival craft open world survival craft game. Yes, it's one of those. But hear me out. It's voxel based. And I can't speak to like the water physics that they recently released in the patch because I haven't played that from that patch. I played up to the bit where where temperature mechanics get introduced. But I really like it. It's got it's combat. Like people complain about the combat being samey. I like it. It's got just enough depth, and then a little bit so you can just hit shit. I like that. Most of the time I'm just building stuff, and there's no curved edges because it is a voxel based game and they haven't really sussed that out yet. But you can build some really really nice stuff, and I just had a blast with it. And in the future I will return to it for the water patch and everything else, but I've had a lot of fun with it, and if I can kidnap some friends into it in the future, I would love to do that. But that's for future. That's for when it's more done. I would highly recommend getting involved with it, kind of thing.
All right then. Fun times. Lemming, what is your honorable mention? Or at least your honorable mentions.
I have 5 honorable mentions that didn't make the cut. Starting from the top, Peak. It's a fun game, but you really need friends to play it with. I have friends to play it with, but not regularly enough. It's a really fun game. It just didn't make my list. Marvel Rivals.
Ah.
Fun multiplayer game. Once again, multiplayer. Only really fun with friends. And because I only play it with friends, and it's 120 gigabytes, I've uninstalled it.
It's a big bug. I think it's actually 180 now. It's a big motherfucker.
Yeah, so I'm not playing that anymore. I've uninstalled it, despite the fact that I put money into it. But there you go. I also have Monster Prom 4, Monster Con. It's like all the good parts of Monster Con, the original Monster Prom, but better. It's basically number 6 spot on my best of. And then we have Metal Gear Solid Delta. It's fucking Metal Gear Solid. I love that game, and this one's great. And Dispatch. I already mentioned Dispatch. It's brilliant. If you haven't played it, play it. If you have played it or playing it, enjoy. It's a lot of fun.
Fantastic.
Those are my honorable mentions.
All right. Burr, your honorable mentions.
Yes, I have a lot. Unfortunately, I've played a lot of games. I have 6 honorable mentions.
Fair, go for it.
And I'll try to go through them very quickly. So, Patapon 1 and 2 Replay. It's a really fun rhythm game. I really love doing the Patapon. It is as brilliant as I remember. It is really well ported to PC. And I recommend it to anyone who wants to try some rhythm games. And also this year I finally realized that Patapon is about European colonization.
Oh.
So that's my first honorable mention.
Interesting.
Sorry?
Interesting.
Yeah, because it's about funny little guys, but actually it has a lot of really dark undertones if you think about it.
One of those.
My second honorable mention is Tales of Kenzera Zao. which is a beautiful game. It looks amazing. It has great voice acting. It has really amazing, simple and personal, but really engaging story. Very personal story. It is situated in sort of Central African Aryan beliefs, and it's really beautiful. But it's only honorable mentions because it's kind of it's a Metroidvania, but it has battles that are very I didn't like that part, but it is a pretty good, very solid Metroidvania. Then honorable mention number 3, South of Midnight, which probably Shadow is gonna have somewhere on her top 5, so I don't want to talk about it a lot. I'm gonna say it's very pretty game. It's beautiful game. I love all the art direction and music and everything about the game. But the fights and the exploration, they kind of bore me a little. The gameplay part was not as great as I was hoping. But everything else brilliant. So South Midnight really recommended if you want to have a great story. Then honorable mention number 4, Murder in Orient Express.
Oh, got to get to that.
Amazing, funny game. You are Hercule Poirot on. You are basically going through the book, but with a very interesting, very fun, very modern take, because it happens in 2003, I think, or 2013 instead of the early 1900s.
Interesting.
It is really well done. The puzzles are really fun. And if you've not read the book, you're gonna be really surprised. If you have read the book, there's still many surprises because some of the things are rethought and redone in a modern Schnitt. So that's number 4. Number 5, Star Trek Resurgence. I'm not gonna talk a lot about it because Al is still playing it. I don't want to spoil anything. But it is a really well done Telltale style game with a lot of great choices, with great acting from some famous actors as well. It is basically a mini season of Star Trek: The Next Generation, or maybe Deep Space Nine. It is really well done. It has great characters. It looks and feels amazing. You will have fun if you enjoy Telltale games. You will have a lot of fun. And especially if you like Star Trek. And then number 6 is Silent Hill 2 Remake, which I have been playing for a while. Then I kind of felt off, and then I returned to the game and basically just ran through over one weekend where I was playing like 6-7 hours a day. Because that game actually is a really good horror. It's a really great remake of a classic. I would compare it to the production value of made as good, if not better, than the remake for Resident Evil 2 compared to the original Resident Evil 2. So if you like horror games, very high praises. Big recommendations. That's all. That's all my honorable mentions.
That's a good kind of nice bunch of honorable mentions in there. And you know, we can't dive into each one of them. That's why we kind of briefly touch on them. But now we are going to go into the top 5 for each one of us, and each one of us is going to be able to talk a bit more in detail about their top 5, because of course we're not just here to regurgitate like a list of games at you guys. We're here to kind of give our thoughts and feelings we played. Given the fact that we've got this kind of counterclockwise things going, does it make sense to me to start off with my
makes sense.
All right then. So
number 5
is,
I'll admit I was tempted to get the countdown from Thunderbirds and just
as
we go in.
Copyright claimed on YouTube immediately.
That would have been absolutely copyright claimed.
Games of the year ago.
Mine is the Tomb Raider 4 to 6 remastered collection that came out early this year. In fact, it was February this year because it was released again around the time of Lara Croft's birthday. I think it's the 14th of February. It's great to see these classic iconic games revamped, especially the Angel of Darkness, which also had some elements that were cut from its original game restored, and it just means that these games are now preserved for another generation, because, you know, OS operating systems going forward probably aren't going to change as much as it has done in the last kind of 10 years, so we're pretty much safe that these games are going to be playable for at least another 10, maybe even 20 years, which I think is fantastic, especially for such iconic games. They all look fantastic. The fact that you can switch between the classic and the new version of the game is really well done. They have control styles that work for tank controls and also modern controls, made by Aspyr at Crystal Dynamics. And of course, it's all been building up to the release and the announcement of the new Tomb Raider games. So it's nice to kind of be able to go back and be able to kind of catch themselves up, because the new game will be set after the events of all the games so far. So I think, yeah, great game. Definitely has some rough edges because they are still classic games, right, that are of their era. But I would highly recommend them. Great examples of you're getting 3 iconic games for the price, at a very cheap price, very competitive price. And of course, I think they even offer the first one as a bundle with them these days, so you can get almost all the games 1 to 6 for the price of a modern game these days, which that is fantastic value. So that's my choice. For number 5 is Tomb Raider 4 to 6 Remastered Collection. Anyone played that? Any thoughts?
No thoughts.
No,
Unfortunately,
I still have to. I bought it, but I was trying to finish Tomb Raider 3 first, but that's a game that got me stuck too many times, and I gave up on it yet again.
Not surprised, because Tomb Raider 2 and Tomb Raider 3 do that lovely thing that old games did, where it's like, oh, we're going to assume that you played the first game and the second game, so the difficulty starts ramped up and then gets... So,
Yeah.
I can understand how you got probably quit in that. The good news is that 4 does kind of reset things back, as that was when gamers were starting to realize, oh, do you know what? Maybe for sequels we should reset things back to normal so that, you know, new people can get in on it. So yeah,
I might return it, but unfortunately, it'll have to be in 2027. Because with all the games that I got from my friends as gifts, all the games that I bought for myself, I have made a short list of games I want to play. And it will probably take me all of 2026 to play them.
I might have probably been south of midnight. So
I will give a shout out to our friend Connor, aka Scarfielder, who did play at least Tomb Raider 4 streaming earlier this year. So that was fun to watch him play that. Even if he did have some struggles with that at times. So yeah, fun.
No, good thing that the Tomb Raider games have very quick save and load mode, because otherwise they would have been unbearable.
And one of the best online walkthroughs written for a video game ever, in my opinion. Stella's done an amazing job with that. Anyway, so that's my top 5, my 5th choice. Shadow, what be yours?
Mine is a game called Liquidators. It's actually free.
Isn't it called Chernobyl Liquidators?
No, it's just called Liquidators.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. I haven't down something different, but fair enough. Yeah, it's tell us about it.
Yeah, so Liquidators is, as you might presume, you are literally playing one of the 3 liquidators that went into the Chernobyl power plant to turn the valves to prevent a steam explosion within the reactor. It is classified as a horror game because
it's fucking horrifying.
Is kind of fucking horrifying, and if you fail, you get video of what might have happened it wouldn't have happened, but the game treats it as what would have happened, kind of thing. And it's very faithful to the whole thing. And the thing I really like about it is that it is a horror game, but the enemy is radiation and the facility itself. Like, you're sometimes walking around in the dark. You're having to prevent yourself. You know, sometimes you might fall and drown, kind of thing, if you're not careful around some of the flooded areas. And there is a part in the game where because it's radiation, it fucks with the lamp that you've got. The only two things you have are a torch and your Geiger counter, kind of thing. And the Geiger counter is your lifeline, kind of thing. That is the thing that will protect you in things. Because there's one I don't like to spoil it because it's something you should really walk into yourself. But there is one room. Well, actually, there's two rooms, but there's one room where you have to navigate in complete darkness with only your Geiger counter as your guide. And every single time I went into the room, I got spooked by it, and it's so nerve-wracking. I did it like once. I did it like a couple of times because I wanted to do a fresh run each time, and I kept fucking up in a specific room.
I was watching Shadow in that room, and I want to say there's no jump scares in that game, but you are going to jump scare yourself.
Just a record, there is a game called Chernobyl Liquidators. This game is just called Liquidators, as Shadow says. Don't make the same mistake. The trailer you watched before that was Chernobyl 1. This is the actual gameplay footage of Liquidators. And if it seems a bit weird in how it appears, that is intentional. It is made to look a bit fuzzy.
Yeah. There is a filter that makes it look quite fuzzy. I would recommend turning it down to its lowest level, kind of thing. Don't turn it off because it's part of the aesthetic, but it starts at a high level and it makes everything look very mucky. Yeah, sorry, Elle, I should have sent you the link so you could have seen what it was looking like.
I think kind of makes it. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, it's a very mucky looking game. It's very basic, but it does its job, because the kind of horror that I like is very tense, very suspenseful kind of horror. The horror of the unknown, the horror of not knowing what's creeping around in the dark. But this is perfect in that the horror is the environment itself. The horror is like, you are a guy, you cannot fight this thing. By the way, there's the elephant's foot in one of the rooms. Good luck. It is basically the reverse Weeping Angel, because you are safe if you are not in its line of sight. As soon as you're in its line of sight, you will get fucked, kind of thing. You cannot outrun it. It will kill you, kind of thing. It hates you. It wants you to die, kind of thing. I fucking hate that room, by the way. I can only do it with one specific liquidator. I have no idea how you do it with the others. Good luck with that.
And it doesn't even chase you, and it's so scary.
Yeah, and also the bit in the basement fucking sucks. Like, people who are in the voice call with me, like, hearing me freak out every time something fell from underneath me, just like,
you don't say.
Fuck that bit. Fuck that bit. But I love it very much. It's free. It's completely free, so I would recommend giving it a go. It's I have 100 minutes in it, but it'll only be like an hour or so, but I really like it. There's some considerable pathos from because you're on the line with your, I say manager, I think it's commander, really. You're on the line with the commander, and you expect it's a Soviet game. He doesn't give a shit about you. He does, kind of thing. He says, look, I know you're having to do this. You can do this for the motherland, kind of thing. He puts one of your for two of the liquidators, he puts a relative on the phone for you at some point. But one of the liquidators does not have family. So the guy sort of sits with you and he says, I will be here the whole time. And it's just, and every time you manage to get a bit further in the mission, get a bit further and a bit further, he gets more and more excited. Like he's really like rooting for you. And when you finish the game, he's like, come on out, come straight out, kind of thing. It's really good. And I think I think that is also important because these are Ukrainians, of course. The people who made this are Ukrainian, and they made this before the war as well, which is awkward. But I think it's very important to present people who were living under the USSR. They were just people, but they were also very heroic people, even within the system, kind of thing. And I would recommend play Liquidators. It's I'd say it's a fun time, but it's an experience, and I would definitely recommend going in.
Oh yeah, I mean it's historically accurate. There were 3 liquidators sent in specifically under Chernobyl for like the missions set in the game.
Yeah, they are the
there
actual
was
liquidators as well.
Yeah, Alexei Ananenko, Valery Bespalov, and Boris Baranov were the 3 liquidators that were sent under.
Pick the guy who
basically
can
to-
crawl.
Yes, and they were sent in as a suicide mission to empty the water tanks underneath the reactor to stop basically a steam explosion from detonating the rest of Chernobyl.
Yes. Yeah.
2 of them are still alive.
Yeah, two of them are still with us, and one has unfortunately passed. Because back then, we're less sure if it would have caused the explosion they were fearing, but back then they didn't know that, and they were thinking, "Shit, we need to do this," kind of thing. And it also commemorates the other liquidators who were were like shoveling dirt on the top of the open reactor to try and stop it, kind of thing. Many people gave their lives and their futures to try and protect everybody in Europe.
And that alone, I'd say, is worth playing this game for. It's free. Go.
Yeah,
do
exactly. It's free. So that's Liquidators. It's a big recommend for me. You're muted, El.
You're muted, El.
Sorry, there we go. Lemming,
Oh, no.
what is your number 5?
My number 5, Dune Awakening.
Ooh.
Yes, a Dune game where you get to actually play as a person on Dune. Every other Dune game I've played up until now has been a strategy game where you're controlling armies, and now I'm actually a dude on the desert, in the rocks, trying not to get eaten. I have nearly 250 hours in this game.
It's an MMO.
It basically is, yeah. You can play it solo. I've mostly played solo, even though I am part of a guild. But I've been playing it for the base building. Because as you can see, you're walking around a bit. You build your own base. You don't find one and live in it. You build it yourself. You can move it wherever you want. You can have vehicles. You can have aircraft, ornithopters, multiple types of ornithopters. The main reason it's not higher on my list is they haven't finished it.
Well, it is an MMO, so it's
Yeah, true.
Yeah, the story has been getting bits added to it, but beyond that, there is no end game beyond go to the deep desert and get into a fight. I was like, I don't want to get into a fight. I'm happy like doing things and building my base and learning the lore and completing the story missions. Let me do that. Well, I haven't added them yet. Well, I'll be here when you do.
Yeah.
And I will put another 200 hours in when you add stuff that makes the game worth replaying.
Yes. Yeah.
Beyond that, I love this game. It was worth playing on my own. It was fun playing as a group, and I want it to be replayable. Let me play more.
Yeah, the MMOs have really sort of started to struggle in this in this current era, really, because there was a time when there were MMOs popping up left, right, and center, kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
But the problem is, because MMOs are such a time investment, such a money investment, such a money pit, kind of thing, that they barely get looked at these days, and those that do kind of don't manage to get to the same height. They get to manageable levels, but they never get to the same heights as like anything else used to, like the Old Republic or stuff like that. And The problem is there's so much of an investment that big companies don't look at them now. The companies that could actually finance them don't look at them anymore. And then you've got the indie companies who are like, yeah, we'll build an MMO. And you look at them and you go, no, you can't. Because the one rule about making a new MMO is don't.
Yeah.
Because they're so big. Like, if you ever see a Kickstarter for an MMO, if that's not...
Don't
if you ever see a Kickstarter for an MMO, run. They do not know what they're doing.
And as we can see in the video, there's stuff shown in the video just there, like tanks, anti-tank warfare, big battles. None of that's in the game. There's no tanks, there's small vehicles, you get a buggy, but the majority of the big things in the game aren't even in yet. But the main thing they've been doing over the last 6 months, which is frankly ruining the gameplay, is they've just been tweaking the wrong sorts of things. The game was tooled to a PvP atmosphere once you hit the deep desert. So many people were like, I'm only playing this for the story. I want a PvE experience, myself included. So they tweaked it so that half the deep desert is PvE. Great. And then all the people who were there for a PvP fight started complaining. So they've been tweaking the combat mechanics now. And that's driving the PvP players away.
Oof.
So now the game is virtually dead. All the bases that have been built, which you need to upkeep or they vanish, have just been dying. I've seen, over the last couple of months, I've seen bases around the base in that on the server I'm on just crumble and die. Because the players have left.
Yeah, because they...
And that's why it's not higher on my list.
Yeah, they've fallen into the trap of listening to the people who are like, yeah, we want a really PvP focused experience. I want to beat the shit out of people. That is, they are lying. They are the devils talking. They are a very vocal. They have a very vocal group of
Streamers.
but they are they are a minority. You can, as New World found out, you cannot build an MMO upon these people. There is just not enough of them, kind of thing. You have to have a people.
Like, it was hanging on by streamers making the game popular, and then they all got bored and left. So now the rest of the people who were following the streamers have gone as well. As you know,
exactly.
I was one of them.
Yeah, they move from MMO to MMO, but you have to build an MMO upon PvE players. But the problem is, MMOs are also a live service model, and they are now, because back in the old days, you just had an MMO. You just had MMOs. You didn't have other live service games. Well, maybe a couple here and there, but you could upkeep maybe 2 MMOs on the side and maybe another game. But these days, because there's so many games that are live services competing for your attention, MMOs just cannot put the foot in the door now. New MMOs just haven't got the unless you're doing something new and something really new, like Dune Awakening did. Like they're a completely new they're a new game in the franchise kind of thing. If you're not a big thing like that, you have no fucking chance. You cannot put your foot in the door kind of thing.
Yeah, and onto the crux of the matter as to why it's on my game list, despite all these issues. It's still a fun third-person combat game where you get to build a big base, fight things with guns or swords, have a shield, see a giant worm eat something, get eaten if you're not lucky. It's a genuinely fun game. In fact, our mutual friend Kev has been playing it recently on his own, and he seems to be enjoying it. I hope to be able to switch servers and join him at some point. But yeah, it's a genuinely fun, even if you're on your own, genuinely fun survival game with story elements. The basis of the story is it's an alternative universe. Paul Atreides never happened.
Oh.
This is one of Paul's visions that he has when he's at the end of the story, he's having visions of all these alternate timelines. And this is one of them where he was never born. In his place was a daughter.
Oh.
And the entire story changes as a result. The attack on the Atreides by the Harkonnen doesn't succeed because for various reasons. And therefore, the War of Assassins is ongoing. So there's a constant war happening, which is why the ship's crashing all around Dune. And that's where you are. You're sent onto Dune to try and find what happened to the Fremen, what's going on, continue the story. So that alone, if you're interested in Dune as the story, as the books, as the movies, this expands on that, gives you an alternative view, and I find that fascinating.
Yeah. That's a good way to sidestep any story problems as well.
Oh yeah,
Exactly. It's like, this isn't what happened in the books. This is our own story, dipshit. Have
Yeah.
fun with it.
which you're not untied to the events, which is fine. Thank you for that. Thank you for talking about that. Next, let's finish off the number 5s with Burr's number 5.
Yeah, my number 5 is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Huh.
This Final Fantasy. I don't think there's a person who's not heard of Final Fantasy VII. One of the most well-recognized RPGs, JRPGs especially, of all time. As even people who've not played games must have seen or heard at least a few characters like Sephiroth or Cloud are just basically the definition of anime. Some people, this is anime. And
the Italian Parliament have definitely seen Tifa.
Yes, the team that has made the remakes of Final Fantasy VII, they have made such a huge bombastic thing that they had to split it. They had to split the whole game into 3 different games, and Rebirth is the second game of the expected trilogy. The first one, the Final Fantasy VII remake, I have literally blazed through over 1 weekend where I was playing 16 hours a day.
Damn.
For 45 hours because I really was super invested in the game. And Rebirth is really picking up the pace and having the same impact. It's really fun. It is improving on everything that the original Final Fantasy VII had. The story is basically goes through the same beats of a story as the middle bit of the second of 3 discs of Final Fantasy VII was. It's the characters are really having great dialogues between each other. There's some extra content because now the characters will be doing banter between each other as you travel, like what they do in Baldur's Gate 3. They're gonna be doing all kinds of bantering, and the fights. The thing that I really hated in the olden days JRPGs, which is the random fights. There's no random fights. You can literally choose your battles because if you see a monster, you will fight the monster. If you don't see a monster, it won't suddenly spawn out of nowhere and attack you. So you can basically tailor the game to your liking. The story that was in the original is amazing, and also what the team, Uematsu and the team that was responsible for Kingdom Hearts as well. They added a lot of extra meta story about that because what we're having now is 2 competing timelines. I'm not gonna get into spoilers because I don't want to. There's basically the first game and now the second game is has things for the original hardcore fans, but also has the sort of tweak on the nose that makes fun a bit of the original game and adds extra layer to that. So you have a lot of things that will surprise you, that will make you scratch your head, that will make you really confused about what's going on here, even if you've played the original. And it's really well done. It's an amazing RPG. I really can't wait for the third part and see the end of the story.
Fair enough.
On that note, I do have to thank you, Burr, for buying me the first part for me to play. I have it installed now. I just need to play it.
And I thank you for not buying it for me, because I remember when I played the remake, the first one, I had a bad time. So
Oh no!
Yeah, no, I remember you didn't like the game, but
I'm not a Final Fantasy fan.
This is why I'm not trying to get you to like the game.
No, that's absolutely fair.
Yeah.
Absolutely fair.
It's a great game, but it's so low on my list because I have games that I loved even more.
That's absolutely fair. That is 100% fair. That's probably something that all of us have, games that we all prefer coming up higher. And that is where it's time to go into our fours. So my number four. So my number four is going to be controversial.
Uh-oh.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah, my number four is gonna be like, what, really? Especially with how I've been talking about it, and this is, and people, and I'm building it up, aren't I? I'm doing a good job building it up. My number four is actually Pokemon Legends ZA.
What, really?
Yeah.
I had to.
Now, I'm going to preface this that the game has problems. The game is... The game has problems in terms of aspects of its design, in terms of the city design, more specifically, and some things I dislike about it. However, it has captured my attention and for basically the last few weeks, last few months, I've been playing it pretty much non-stop, and it's revitalized my engagement with Pokemon again. It also has perhaps one of the more interesting stories that Pokemon are trying to do, and probably one of the more kind of, not darker, but a aspect of consequences and dealing with the fallout from previous entries as well. The trailer looking at is the DLC trailer, but yeah, I've really been enjoying it. It's very different. I want to see where they're going with it, and also I do have to give them their flowers when it comes to like the Pokemon themselves. They've really put an effort into making the Pokemon feel alive and very much part of the world. Yeah.
Also, they made Arbok slither on the ground.
Yeah, Ekans now slithers. That itself is a win.
Yes.
I do think that there are absolutely criticisms you can level at the game, but I can't deny that it has claimed my attention for weeks on end, and I'm still playing it to this day, and I'm actually considering utilizing it to go into shiny hunting because it's the easiest game to shiny hunt for, and that itself gives it value as well, even if there are some things I disagree with. So yeah, my number 4 pick is Pokemon Legends ZA. Zah!
That was me when I saw the price. I was like, wah!
Oh yeah, the price is something to consider as well. Shadow, you're number 4.
Yes. Yeah, I have
Nintendo pricing.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right, my fourth one is, I know I've already had a horror game. What if we had a second horror game? And I'd be like, Shadow, I thought you don't like horror. I don't usually like horror games, but I make an exception for ones that are not full of fucking jump scares. Home Safety Hotline is my game is my fourth in line. It's basically, how best to describe it? It is basically
SCP call center?
it's a guest house simulator, basically, but with some creepy audio kind of thing. Basically, you are a call center. You are a part of a call center. People call you up with problems. Sometimes they're very mundane, like ants or termites, or sometimes spiders, and other times they are a little more supernatural.
Most of them are analog horrors. Let's be real.
Yes. Yeah, you get some really freaky, some real freaky shit. And it's my favorite kind of horror. There's no jump scares. It's just growing tension and a growing sense of unease, and I really like it. you basically you put the customer on hold. Don't worry, you're not under a time limit. Except I think at the very end, you can take as long as you like to browse all the little guide things that you have to sort of diagnose their problems from there. You can get it wrong, and they will call you in a huff if you do.
Yeah, and you'll find
Please
out
hold.
the fate.
Yes.
It's also
Yeah.
a bit of memory game because at some points you have to remember
Yeah,
things.
sometimes your connection will just stop, and then you will have to remember what each thing does, and it can be quite stressful. Those things are like, oh no, like some things are fairly obvious, and other things are not. And also, you might have to think outside the box every now and again, but you know it in. They have a DLC called Seasonal Worker, which is really annoying because it's like a Christmas DLC, but it's also a horror game. It's like, do I play this in October or do I play this in December? So I think probably
You played in November.
yeah, next year Halloween I'll play Seasonal Worker kind of thing. I'll buy it and play Seasonal Worker. I really like Home Safety Hotline. It had me hook, line, and sinker. I very much enjoyed it, and the people who were in the voice call with me also quite enjoyed it. I think. The thing I would really recommend Home Safety Hotline for is it has phobia filters on it. So if
Yeah.
you've got arachnophobia or tryptophobia, or I think there's some other phobias it has as well,
Yeah.
you can tick those boxes, and the images for those particular things, for those particular triggers, will just be the traditional like broken image.
Yeah,
broken
I mean that
icon.
old Internet Explorer. The image did not load.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's
Yeah.
old like Windows 98 kind of like browser stuff and stuff like that. It's
Yeah, and with my particular flavor, which is trypophobia, I really appreciate because it really goes well with analog horror, and by goes well, I mean it's so horrible.
yeah, the problem a lot of people use things with holes in for analog horror, so it can be difficult if you have that kind of phobia. I personally have arachnophobia, and although it doesn't trigger very often, I don't like realistic pictures of spiders if I can help it. So having the ability to just turn that off is nice.
Did
And
you
it
ever
also
at some
means-
point?
Yeah, and it
Sorry.
also means that it allows me to stream it to other friends as well who also have arachnophobia, so they can actually, I don't have to
Did-
be like, no, don't look at this.
Did
Like,
you ever at
"It's
some
fine."
point decide to, for your curiosity, see what kind of pictures they have?
Maybe. I'm not that too convinced to it. I know I could probably do another run to get the 100% achievement run, but it's like I had fun with it. Might come back with it in the future maybe, but it is really fun. I would recommend it if you have a liking to analog horror, if you have a liking for horror that's more tension and unease rather than like boo kind of stuff. I would really recommend it. I wouldn't say it's I wouldn't say it's like super scary. It's more just like, oh, that's creepy kind of thing. And if you're into that, that's that. If you're coming in expecting like to be super spooked, like I don't know, in Silent Hill or like like proper spoopy stuff, you won't get it here. It's pretty mild. But it's good. It's good shit. It's good shit. You're muted again, my friend.
Oh, sorry. I don't know if this game should be interesting to you at all, but one game that I saw that I thought was kind of a little bit of analog, not sure if it is, that I think, that definitely gave me the similar kind of vibes as this, was the game No, I'm Not Human.
Oh, I have seen that. Yeah. That's not really one I'm interested
That's
in.
fair.
Honestly.
That's fair.
But yeah, I can definitely understand it. Thank you.
Very similar kind of vibe, especially in the music in the game. Cool. So Home Safety Hotline is Shadow's number 4 pick of.
Also, high drifting. We see you.
We
I
see you.
I
We
drifted.
see you.
See you.
Please
You are
hold.
seen.
Hold.
Do not resist.
Please hold.
You are
This is very
perceived.
funny.
I have my bracelet. I perceive you.
It's like, please hold. Please hold. We are going to the next. You are going to the next person.
Your call is important to us. Please hold.
Okay, Lemming, what is your number 4 for 2025?
My number 4 game of 2025 is Tower Dominion.
Ooh.
That's a tower defense game, isn't it?
Yes, it's a roguelike tower defense game where you unlock characters and the defenses the more you play it, and with various difficulties in much different. Well, they get a lot harder as you go up. It basically starts easy difficulty. You have one route in. You have to defend one route. That's it. But as every level goes, you add a tile which makes your route longer. You have more to defend. Bigger enemies will start coming at you. It'll get a lot harder very quickly. Second difficulty, normal difficulty is 2 routes. Then it goes 3 and 4, and then 4 with a lot more enemies. You can also unlock an unlimited mode after you finish your specific goal, so you can just keep going and see how long you survive. But yeah, it's a little tower defense game, and it's calming and it's very nice. I do enjoy it. I've talked about it before on this show.
I mean, it definitely gives, like, I like the cartoony atmosphere of it.
Oh yeah. You're literally shooting, like, you're getting attacked by giant bugs with different abilities. Some of them have natural shields. Some of them are just fast. Some of them are heavily armored. Some of them fly. You need to pay attention to that because they will ignore the route. Yes, they fly now. And those ones are really annoying because it's like, I've built a route over there. The ending is over there. I don't have any guns between that end and my tower. Oh, they fly. My tower has been destroyed.
Yeah, the bug's like, ha, fuck you.
Yeah, I fly now, bitch. But later on you get some very, very expensive but very, very powerful attacks, like the laser that was just on screen just now. If you got a long road, you put it at the end of that road, it fires a laser down that road. It's very, very it's very nice to just see a row of enemies melt.
Fair
It's
enough.
a lot of fun.
All right,
And
then.
it's not a particularly expensive game. It's basically a small indie title. It is currently £10.
Oh, £10. I can't say fairer than that.
Yeah.
Can't say
I
fairer than
remember
that.
Tower Defense games being very popular in the Flash game.
Oh, yeah. I love tower defense games. So having a roguelike one that isn't just like, here's a static map, defend it. It's you build the map as you go.
That's quite nice. Different kind of twist on the formula.
It's really nice.
Burr, what is your number 4?
Yeah, so my number 4 has been already honorably mentioned by one of you.
Ooh.
My number 4 is Dispatch.
I'm not surprised.
I got really hooked into it when I played the demo on the Next Fest. It was brilliant. It's just the moment, like it's so much fun. When I was watching the trailer that was after the demo, one of the guys like, "Are you gonna eat these twinks?"
You're gonna eat those twinks.
You know what? Help yourself. That just absolutely sold me on the game. And then when the game came out, I played it. It's such a blast. The production values, the game looks beautiful. I've hardly ever seen an animated movie that would have such high quality voice acting, such high quality animations, like facial expressions, everything. It's like you can see, especially. Let me go on a small tangent for the DC animated movies. In the earlier ones, you can see a sort of between the earlier ones and the later ones, you can see the sort of drop in quality. It is not like as high value attached to the graphics. It starts to look a bit too sloppy. It does look a bit too samey. It's like in this one, you can see people were putting everything into how the characters look, how the animations look. Everything is absolutely beautiful. And also the characters I found really interesting, really fascinating, really, well, maybe not relatable, but kind of. Some of them, because most of the characters are just totally, absolutely broken. Everyone is sort of either a broken person on trying to get up in life, or just dead on criminal. And I really enjoyed the way the dialogues were written. I really enjoyed how the plot was carried. And when you were dropped into it, because that's a game made by ex-Telltale people, so it has a lot of Telltale beats, but it also has a lot of great moments that are completely new. And the story, I would say, Drifting would understand how sometimes Telltale would try to hamstring you into a situation. I personally did not really feel a lot of that in the game.
Me either, no.
It's like maybe two situations of which I will not mention because of spoilers, that I felt like kind of I don't feel like I agree with how they approached, but everything was really fascinating, and I really enjoyed. I know this is kind of an acquired taste, and your mileage may vary, but I loved the actual game, like the gameplay parts, the sort of resource management parts, and the hacking parts. They were really fun. I really enjoyed those bits.
Yeah, the actual gameplay elements, as in the bit where you're actually telling them where to go and what to do.
Where you are being the actual.
That's enough of a game on its own right. I would play if somebody made a small version of that as a game on its own, as a sort of like mini roguelike where you can unlock superheroes and send them to places. I'd be all for that. But as it is, it's a brilliant addition to a larger game.
I mean, there is a game like that. It's like, I think, 8-year-old game. You would absolutely love that, I think, because it has great music and it has great beats like that. It's called This Is the Police. I don't know if you've heard of that. It's a wonderful game made by Latvian developers with great smooth jazz music. So another really great game that has just the gameplay loop from Dispatch. If you want a really fascinating sort of superhero story, Dispatch is amazing.
It's on my list. I literally, it's one of the things that I want to get because I am big into Telltale like games. Money as it been, but no, it's on my to get list, and I'll definitely be playing it once it rolls around. Might even stream it. We'll see.
I think we can say that that's both that is a high recommendation from both myself and Bert.
Oh yes.
Yeah, also, if Lemming and I can suggest something, don't stream and make it your personal game.
Okay.
Yeah. If you must stream like the first 2 episodes, but this is the sort of game that I think people should experience on their own.
Fair enough. I'll take that under advisement in our circumstances. Fantastic. So that was all of our number 4s for the year, and I'm going to kick us off with number 3, midway through. Number 3, tres. Probably not a surprise for hitting people. Assassin's Creed Mirage.
Stabby, stabby.
Stabby, stabby. Now, this is the point where Burr and I will not fight, but we will disagree because Burr, you much prefer the more RPG based Assassin's Creed, like Origins.
To be honest, the last 3 games of Assassin's Creed franchise, which is Shadows, Valhalla, and Odyssey, kind of turned me off that style of Assassin's Creed. I'm gonna say, because Ubisoft just got an Ubisoft again.
Yeah.
And Origins was fresh. It was interesting. It was fascinating. I loved it. And then Ubisoft went to its like it came back to its old ways, and no. I feel like if I played Mirage, that would be breath of fresh air again.
No, Mirage is the classic AC feeling where it's not an RPG, it's an action game. It's calling back to the Assassin's Creed 2 and 3 eras. It really does feel like those as well. It does feel like a weird kind of throwback. Great storyline, fantastic main character that you really feel connection to. Also set in the Middle East, which not a lot of games are set in the Middle East and deal with the culture that's there.
Especially the Middle East, where you focus on Iraqi culture.
Yeah, I mean, in the first opening things, you have them talking about or may Allah be with you and things like that. And so it's nice to see, shall we say, a non-problematic representation of people from that culture in just an honest way.
Yeah.
And also showing the difficulties of living in that time. And also the connection, because the character Basim is from Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I believe. The character appears at some point in the story in that, and now you get their story in Assassin's Creed Mirage. Also, they recently had an update, a free update, completely free, that expands the world, gives more parkour elements, and also overhauls some of the lighting in the game. So there's no better time than to get your hands on Mirage and play it. I've been really enjoying it myself. And Shadow might even recognize one of the voice actors in that there as one of the admirals from Mass Effect. But yes.
Hello, fucking Keith David again.
No, it's not Keith David. It's
Admiral Hackett.
No, it's admirals from one of the what are their name? The fleet.
The Quarians.
The Quarians, yes. It's one of the. It's the female admiral with a very distinct accent and deep voice.
I know who you mean. I would probably be able to pick her out if I heard her.
Yeah.
Kind of.
It's great voice acting, and also again a nice return. Plus, it's not too badly monetized. There's some monetization, but there are things that I'm like, I can ignore them and that's fine. So yeah. What more can I say?
For Mirage, it does bear noting that it is taking place in 9th century Baghdad, Iraq, during the Islamic Golden Age. Between the 8th and 13th centuries, Baghdad was a powerhouse of scientific progress. So that's a good place to put it.
Yeah.
Beautiful environment as well.
They had a thing that was literally called House of Wisdom.
Yep.
I mean, people may not know this, but the number system we use is the Arabic number system.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was either them or the Indians who invented the zero.
No, I mean, to be honest, it is the Indian numbering system, but it was popularized by the Arabs, and it was brought by the Arabs to
there's a lot we
Europe.
need to thank them for, really.
Well,
Sorry,
I'll have to mute myself and step away for a moment.
That's fair.
Yeah, we got a lot of very important scientific, a lot of advances in medical, in the medical sciences from the Arabic nations, which is, I think some of them were actually washing their hands.
Yeah.
For a start, that's really good when it comes to medical.
Yeah, God, it took. Look, the whole story of how people got around to actually washing their fucking hands in European countries after surgeries like that will lose your faith in doctors for quite some time. It was shit. That story's so bad. That story's so bad, man.
But no,
I mean, fair, it was around that time in Europe. We were just like, oh, you've got ghosts in your blood. You'd better do cocaine about it.
Yes. Yeah. God, lovely time. But no, great time, great game. That's my pick. Assassin's Creed Mirage. That's my number 3. Welcome back, Bert.
Very nice.
Yay, we have Bert
back. Well, you know who's next? Shadow.
It's me. My number 3 is a cute little indie game called Spilled.
Ooh.
You are a boat and the waters are polluted. It is up to you to unpollute the waters with your little boat, and you have a little shovel attached to the front of your boat, and you use it to gather all the stuff up and clean it. And
Oh,
then you,
this game! I was wondering what this game was. I want this game.
yeah,
Oh, it's
so,
super cute.
It's so cute. I've actually seen this dev on Blue Sky in various stages of development of Spilled, and seeing it and playing the game in full is just. It's such a cute game. It's so relaxing. It's just you fight a boat. You fight an evil boat at the end. It's very cool.
Yeah, it's great. I love it.
I've just added Spilled to my wish list.
Yeah.
I just love the phrase "you find an evil boat."
You do fight an evil
Oh yeah,
boat.
a big evil boat that's polluting the sea. Yeah.
Yes, and you get money for as you saw, you get money for that, and with money you can make yourself go faster.
We're getting feedback from somewhere.
Yeah, that's
And
what
that
we
was
got.
me. So,
Yeah, you can buy a bigger propeller to go faster. You can make your I'm gonna call it a plow. It's not called a plow. You can make your plow like wider, or you can make your carrying capacity for oil deeper.
Scoop.
What?
Scoop.
Probably a scoop. Yeah, I don't know, but it's the thing that gathers the shit.
Yeah.
And you give it to
Yeah,
people, you get money, and you earn money, and you spend it to make your boat better. And also, you can spray water sometimes, and you sometimes need to use it to put out fires and stuff. It's
Yeah.
such a cute game. It's very short. I have only got two hours on the clock. If you're gonna play the demo to make, because it has a demo which you should play
Yep.
if you want to know if you want to enjoy it or not. But my advice is, after you play the demo and you buy the game, reset your save to 0, because you will not be credited the achievements for
Yes.
the areas you've already done. That's the only downside with this game.
I want to get.
But
I want to get in the demo. I'm just buying it because. I'm not buying it, but I want to get it because I've seen it. It looks really cute and it's lovely.
it
Yeah,
is
it-
very, very cute.
It is very cute. It's also fairly short. I've completed it, and my time is less than 90 minutes. But I will say, if you're the sort of person that buys this and then refunds it after playing it, you're an asshole.
Yeah, go to hell, please.
So I know people are going to do that. Don't.
Yeah.
Don't do
It's
that.
cheap. It's fun. Enjoy the game.
Yeah, it's a cute little experience, and because it was such a small, fulfilling experience, it sits at number 3. I think it deserves its flowers.
Yep, it is very cute.
Wow, that's a nice little wholesome game. Lemming, what's yours?
what's your wholesome game?
I have a bad feeling about this.
Actually, no, I'm just.
No, I mean, you know how you're cleaning up the sea? I'm cleaning up everything else. My number 3 is Power Wash Simulator 2.
Oh, thank God! I thought you were sort of queuing up something terrible next. I was like, oh God.
Speaking of wholesome,
No, they
my number
come
3
next.
is Doom Dark Ages.
No, that's not even on my list. I played it for like 20 minutes and then grew bored.
Oh.
But no, Power Wash Simulator 2 is all the things you'd expect from a Power Wash Simulator sequel. It's the same, basically the same mechanics, but drastically improved. Everything is better. The soap mechanic is better because nobody used the soap in the first Power Wash Simulator because you had to buy more of it. You had to resource manage your soap, and there was different soaps depending on what material you were going for, and it was boring and nobody liked it. Well, now soap is just you have soap, you spray it on a thing, it covers that thing. You spray the soap off. Thing is now clean.
So are you saying that soap was a short supply, motherfucker, and nobody liked it?
Yes. Yes.
I was gonna make a "don't drop the soap" joke, but even I was a little bit disappointed with myself for that.
Yeah, there's also there's overall quality of life improvements. Everything just flows better. Everything looks better. You have a little hub world. You have a little hub area that's your home, like your office, basically, where you've got your office. All the levels you complete come up as little models in your back office that you can look at and be like, oh, that was cool. I did that. That was cute. And the base level is an area that you can put all the things you buy in it. So you can buy furniture and outfit it however you want. I have got all the furniture I've bought all in one go. It looks like a cluttered mess, but it's my cluttered mess. And every time you buy a new piece of furniture, you have to clean it before you can install it.
And that's fun.
Yes.
Yeah, cluttered mess. Welcome to my entire room.
And
And
they've
mine.
already got a roadmap for future updates and expansions. The first expansion for Power Wash Simulator 2 is going to be an Adventure Time DLC.
Yo.
Nice.
That sounds cool.
So I'm going to look forward to seeing what they do with the rest of the expansions that they're going to be releasing with this thing.
I have to admit,
We need a Batcave.
I'm very much down for like getting my hands on. It's not high on my list, but I definitely want to get Power Wash Simulator 2. Who knows? I might have to get it for Game Blast because we tend to use it around then. Sometimes we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
It's fun. It is super fun. Fun. It's very relaxing just to clean stuff.
Zen.
Yes.
Sometimes you just gotta turn your brain off.
Sometimes you can turn your brain off and just wash things.
And this is one of those.
Buh.
But man.
Oh boy. Time for my first controversy of the evening.
Oh dear.
My game number 3, numero 3, is Hollow Knight Silksong.
Okay.
I really enjoyed that game. I loved how it's still the same beautiful look as the original game. It's still the same amazing design of enemies as in the original game. It's still the same amazing design of levels as in the original game. But Silksong is much bigger, takes much more time, is much more interesting in what's happening. It has an it tells a story much better, in my opinion, because first of all, there are dialogues in the game, not just monologues, because the main character is also speaking. Sorry, I think you're muted, Shadow.
No, I said Hornet could talk.
Yeah, Hornet can talk,
Wow.
and more than just Skarama. Also, a lot of characters are absolutely amazing. They're already internet sweethearts and favorites. Like the lady Chakra that is shipped with Hornet like a ton. And the lovely, wonderful boy
Excellent
Shanna.
choice. Excellent
Yes.
choice, fandom.
And so a lot of people are saying like that they don't like Silksong because it's so much harder than the original game. For me, it was the other way around, actually. I found Silksong to be easier than the original game. The way I saw it is difficulty has been put on much different areas than in the original Hollow Knight. There are still things that could have been better, could have been improved, and it is proven by how popular are the mods that fix that. Like, for example, the bosses shouldn't constantly take away two health bars, just one. Or that you should get some more information in your UI, like the boss health, for example. That would be really sweet. That would be really great. But even without that, it's such an amazing game. I've had so much fun with it. It was very stressful at times. It was really getting on my nerves at times. But in the end, as a whole, I have really great memories and really had great time with that game.
It's good. Like,
So that was my number 3.
yeah,
Why-
for my
Go on.
sorry. I was going to say, for all my personal criticisms of Silksong, I will respect Team Cherry went out and made a game that they enjoy and they love very, very
Yeah.
much.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%, yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you think that's going to be controversial, Burr?
Mostly because of how people were saying that that Team Cherry was like trying to be purposefully evil to others, or with all the chuds that were like, see, this is a difficult game that everyone loves and all that.
Yeah, I don't
Nope.
think they purposefully went to upset people. I think they literally just made a game for themselves and in a way forgot other people were going to play it or just didn't
I mean-
care. And in a way, I can kind of respect them for being like, we made a game that we want to play, kind of thing. And it's like, okay, fair
They
enough.
kind of did make a game for themselves that they would love to play. They love to play. It's just some of the design choices that they've made, and people were like, this is purposefully made to upset everyone or purposefully made to hate on the players. And actually, like, parts of the environmental storytelling, when I was looking at some of the streamers that were approaching, there is, for example, a very famous bench that if you sit on it, there is a spiked club flowing from the ceiling and it hits you. But when I've seen people, some were completely surprised, but some did realize that this is part of environmental storytelling, because that bench is in an area that is already shown to be inhabited by all kinds of brigands, ruffians, scallywags, guys that want to murder everyone, especially you. And people were starting to notice, hey, there's a sign showing bench. Why does this sign look like someone made it to pretend it was a bench? Why does it look so weird? And then they sat on the bench, they got hit. It's like, oh, the motherfuckers! They did that on purpose. They made a fake bench.
If it's telegraphed, I feel a lot better about it. I thought it was just
it is not like super telegraphed, but it is there for people who'd notice.
That's fair then. I'll give him a bit more with that then.
Yeah, so there are some.
Fucking sucks, but okay.
I will still forever hate the enemy that has the longest and the most horrible backtrack. I will still hate that part, and I will not forget them for making that. But most of the things are really great, and people have even been comparing like the run back from original Hollow Knight to the bosses, and as much as the bosses are more difficult in Sing Song, it turns out the run backs were longer and more difficult in the original Hollow Knight. So it's just the scaling is just differently put in different places.
Fair enough.
Very
Fantastic. So that's Silk Song at Burrs number 3. Right there, we're now getting into the top 2s for each of us. Number 2.
If we want to do that,
Number 2.
There we go.
There we go.
See, chat. This is why I have the boys to do the things like that. They can give the gravitas that it requires.
I mean, it could have been worse. I could have said
Number 2.
That's my voice.
So, my number 2 is going to be a bit of a left field pick that people might think, really, that was not expecting that, but it is going to come out there. And again, it's a game from last year. That game is Planet Coaster 2. And the reason I say Planet Coaster 2 is because the game came out late 2024, and it was severely under kind of cooked. And they tried to sell DLC. People did not respond well to the DLC. And they decided, okay, we'll go away and we'll actually implement changes and fixes that people are upset about. So they toiled for 5 updates, pretty much, to fix everyone's problem with the game. They brought back old themes from the previous game for free as well as introduce new rides and new themed coasters for free for several updates. It is only now at the end of 2025 have they're like, okay, we're now going to be starting doing DLC again. We've had what they called the sorcery DLC, which I'm not even going to suggest what that theme is, but the one that I quite like is the Toy Box theme that they recently released, which is basically a makes everything look like it's from a shrunken down toy, which again is paid content. However, their Christmas content, all again absolutely free. They've done a very good job of really bringing the game out of a very mixed area where it's like a bit undercooked to actually being a very solid entry into the coaster simulation game, and I'm very, very pleased with what it is. Sorry?
Good. I was going to say, good job, Frontier.
Yeah, Frontier done a bang up job. So that is what I'm going to say is my number 2 game of 2025, Planet Coaster 2.
Yeah.
Nice.
Shadow.
I've got it. I hope you've got the trailer I'm thinking of for this one. So this game came in near the end of the fucking year, grabbed my brain in a vice grip, and then was just like, I'm taking this, thank you, goodbye. And it was because they put my Blubbo in. It's Marvel Rivals. What the fuck? So chat, I need to put you in my yes, he's got the fucking trailer. Yes. Yeah, so put it in, come with me on a journey, chat. I have never played a team shooter. I have never played Overwatch. I've only ever seen Overwatch and gone, haha, I don't want to play that game. That looks like it will kill me, kind of thing. And then some shit went down with Fortnite, alright? And I was like, I'm not playing that game anymore because there's shit going on, which we'll not get into today. Might get into it in the future, but not today. And I was like, right, not playing Fortnite anymore. And then NetEase comes sliding in, just like, we're putting Gambit in Marvel Rivals. I'm like, shit! I guess I have to play Marvel Rivals. So I got Marvel Rivals, and to make this story quite much shorter, I like, holy shit, this game's fun. This game is very fun. I'm very much enjoying playing Gambit, and also I've also found out that Blade's very fun too. Okay, so Marvel Rivals is a team shooter. It's basically Overwatch but Marvel Rivals but Marvel characters, and it makes a lot more sense when you find out some of the old Overwatch old guard is making this game, and it's like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
that makes a lot of sense.
May I make a horrible pun about what you said?
Yes.
So you thought that Blade was cat's pajamas?
I like that. That's a fun one. Yes. Yeah. So I like Marvel Rivals because it is it's fucking nonsense. Let's just put it that way. When you're in the middle of combat, there is shit going on. There's people screaming. At some point, somebody's gonna be yelling, "Gambit never falls!" And it's just like, please shut up. It's very funny. There's shit going on. There's explosions everywhere. It can be a little bit range-inducing at times, especially when you're the sole fucking healer. Everybody else is DPS or tanks, and they're not protecting you. Let's not go over that though. It's one of those
shooter shit. It happens.
Yeah. Lemming said it is better with friends because you can rely on your friends, but I don't mind playing with randos kind of thing because most people tend to be all right and know what they're doing. Just sometimes you get into a bad hand like I did, and it was just like pain, especially if you're playing a healer character that Gambit is for some reason. But we don't ignore that. I like it. I like that he's healer because that means I can always fucking play him and he's useful, kind of thing. It's very fun. They're still putting characters in. Rogue was the newest one that they put in, and Deadpool is coming in January sometime, and nobody knows what he's doing or what he's for because he keeps changing. He keeps changing what his hero type is every day.
To be fair, it would be very funny if they add Deadpool and every day he changes what support type he is.
That would be fun.
I really don't know how they're going to play him because he's such a force.
I just want him to randomly replace Galacta as the sort of game master.
Oh my god, it would be much better because she's so fucking annoying. But yeah, to pull the camera back a little bit, Marvel Rivals is free to play. It is very large. It's 180 gigs. it's a big chungus of a game.
Reason I
But,
installed it.
Yeah, but it is a free to play game, and I will say, yes, it does put its monetization like straight in your face a lot. It's annoying, and its UI could be better, kind of thing. But I can sort of forgive it because it's free to play, kind of thing. It does need to make money, sort of thing. But it's very of the free to play games that I've played, it's very chill about it. It'll bring stuff back. It will bring stuff back, and if you pay money to get the quote unquote luxury battle pass when they're in on season, you can have that battle pass open permanently. Like you can always go back and get the rewards of it, rather than if you just do the free one, you know, when it's gone, kind of thing, and there's some rewards you can't get, kind of thing. But also it gives you like it's also got little events running on which will give you the premium currency, which lets you convert it into other it's got loads of premium currencies. It's very annoying. Well, it's got loads of different currencies. It's only got one premium currency. It's free to play nonsense, but it's pretty fair. It'll give you currencies when you're just playing for free, and it will also give you premium currency if you're playing for free. Never very much, because of course, but it's fairly it's reasonable. I paid for it. I put money down into it to buy things, but I think it's fairly all right. It's not particularly egregious, and I've hit a point at the moment where I'm not playing I haven't played my Rivals for a couple of days now, and I've not hit the point where I've hit the point where I've got everything I wanted, kind of thing, and it's like I don't really want any more Chrono tokens. But I might just come back and there's no pressure at the moment. It feels very chill, and the boundaries to get things feel quite generous, kind of thing. Because like there's because you can get there were some titles you could get around like New Year's and Christmas and the anniversary, and they basically said you can be here on the day and the very hour, but we will like extend it for about, I think it was like 72 hours. So just so long as you log in to Times Square during this time. Oh, I haven't talked about Times Square. Fuck. So long as you log in within like 72 hours onto Times Square, we'll give it to you, kind of thing. And I really like that. That shows a respect
You
for
can
your
still
time.
talk about Times Square shenanigans.
Yeah. Okay. So they recently released with Gambit, Times Square, which is basically, you know how MMOs have places where everybody gathers and shits about for a bit. That's basically Times Square. You don't get anything out of it. It's just everybody mucking about as their heroes, wandering around, doing their emotes at each other. At the moment, there's like a thing going on where you can eat a panini and you can grow really, really big or really, really small.
Yeah.
It's very
They are
now.
adding random funny bullshit to keep
It is very funny. The first time
to
I
give
went
people enrichment.
yeah, when I went into Times Square, I started a line of sitting gambits, and I was just like, "Oh, I'm back in an MMO environment. This is the
Also,
fun shit."
they're I think they're gonna randomly add this kind of, because at one point they added like a button that refreshes your ultimate, and we've entered Times Square and suddenly there was like 27 Moon Knights throwing their ultimate. It was just gigantic Moonstorm.
Yeah, no.
It was like suddenly the moon haunts you.
And then every now and again, Gambit never falls in the background. Yeah, I will say, if there is one advice I can give you for Marvel Rivals, turn the fucking chat off. You will thank me. You know, you don't want to hear what the fucking randos are saying. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they're saying. You turn it off. Turn it off. You don't need to hear what anybody's saying. I will also give our good friend Scarfulu, also known as Connor, exceedingly props for telling me that. Made the game infinitely better for me.
Yeah.
And on a tangent, when it comes to the file size, the reason I uninstalled the game, more games need to do lower file sizes. Have you seen what
Please
Helldivers 2
compress.
did? Yeah, not even
Yeah.
that. Optimize. Have you seen what Helldivers 2 did recently?
I did hear that they managed to compress a little bit.
They optimized their data usage and compressed files and went from on PC 154 gigabyte install, so quite a big game, to 23.
Damn.
Oh snap! That
We've all
is
the
a-
been listening.
Yeah. Make games smaller. Let us install more games on our hard drives. For fuck's sake.
Yeah.
yeah. Please.
Please. You don't need to be Call of Duty and have a 500 gig install, okay?
No game needs that.
No.
Right then. So Marvel Rivals is Shadows number 2. Lemming,
Yeah.
what is your number 2?
On the same sort of strain as Burr's number 3, I have a very difficult replayable game in Hades 2. It's like Hades, but more. There's so much you can do. It's a slightly different playstyle. You play as Melinue, second daughter of Hades, and you've been raised by Hecate in the hidden forest after someone has come back and is waging war against the gods. I'm not going to say who it is. You all know who it is. It's one of the Titans. But they're back. They're here to cause trouble, and it's on you to attack both. I'd like to point out both. There's 2 routes that you can choose to attack rather than just the one from the original game. You can go down into Hades to attack the big boss where he's taken over the House of Hades, your home. Or you can go up to Mount Olympus to help defend against something big and evil and awful up there. But you play as Melinue. Your abilities are very different from Zagreus. Zagreus was dash around a lot and hack people apart with close range weapons. Melinue is you're not dashing as much. You can dash, but you sprint instead. So you dash, and then if you hold the button, you're sprinting, you're running around doing stuff. A lot of abilities are based around running around enemies. Like, if you get boons from Zeus, for example, if you run around, you strike enemies with lightning as you pass them. And you're using more magical abilities and spells rather than straight up smacking people. You can still smack people. One of the weapons is a big axe, which you can use to smack people. You can axe your opponent's questions. And once again, there's a plethora of enjoyable characters for you to meet and exchange gifts with, get to know, go into relationships with, all that stuff. I know Drifting in chat has a couple of characters he particularly likes. I have a couple of characters that I particularly like. It's a very nice all-round game full of characters that you might not like some characters, but there will be characters you will enjoy. There's Icarus makes an appearance. Plenty of appearances of people from Greek mythology, obviously, but you got Icarus. He is an inventor who gives you things. It's very nice. You've got all the different aspects of the different
Well,
gods.
technically, it's his father, Daedalus, who's the inventor.
Yeah. Well, he
He's
was
still a
mentioned
smart
already
boy
in
who
the-
likes
in
making
the first
things,
game.
okay?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Hades, but bigger and better, and they are improving the ending because even the developers say, yeah, they fumbled the ending. Sorry, they have improved that. I haven't reached it yet. I've been playing a lot, but I haven't reached it yet. But yeah, this is a very fun game. The soundtrack's amazing. The characters are amazing. The boss fights are bloody difficult. But that's what it's a roguelike. You're supposed to find boss fights difficult. You might not beat them. You might find runs easier than any other because you got the right boons. Lucky buggers.
That's roguelikes for you.
That's indeed roguelikes for you. Okay, so that's from Hades 2 for Burr's, Lemmings number 2. Burr, what is your number 2 of 2020?
So
25.
So my number 2 is something that you recommended to me, and I loved it very much.
Oh, okay.
It is. I wonder if you can guess.
Surprise me.
It's Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown.
Ah.
It is a wonderful game. It is, I think, at this point, one of my favorites. One of my favorite, if not my favorite, Metroidvania.
It's a good
It's
Metroidvania.
It's done so well. The level design is brilliant. The story does not really distract from the awesome gaming. Story is pretty simple, but it has a lot of fun bits. And everything that Metroidvania should have, which is a very interesting level design, very interesting enemies, a lot of fun using the abilities that the prince finds and gets, and a lot of the boss fights, the enemy fights, they were brilliant. I loved them very much. I remember that you were worried that I would struggle with them. I did, but that was the kind of fun struggle where I felt I was getting somewhere with each attempt. When I felt like I was really having fun even when I was failing. The game really gave me so much good vibes, so much enjoyment. I will recommend it as the best Metroidvania, in my opinion. Well, I really hope there's gonna be a better one, but at this point, I would say The Lost Crown is, in my opinion, the best Metroidvania out there.
I still need to play the DLC. Yeah, it really was sent out to die. It was a shame because I actually agree with you, Bert. This was one of my games of the year last year. If anyone was with us on the calls. And yeah, it to me is still probably hands down one of the best modern Metroidvanias I've played in a while, because it really does focus on your movement and your progression. It's a really great game. I'd recommend anyone to give it a try. I think you can get it if you get onto Ubisoft's Plus program, whatever the fuck it's called, or actually buy it on Steam. Yeah, that would probably be the best thing to do.
Yeah, nice. It was on Steam from the start.
Yeah, buy it on Steam from the start. And also, I don't think there's actually too much on Steam, especially the sale. Prince of Persia, $9.99. I'd say that's a good price for Prince of Persia.
Steal, I say.
An absolute steal. One of the best Metroidvanias I've ever played.
I would say it's a steal.
So yeah, that is Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, and I promise I'll get to the DLC at some point. Well, this is it, everyone. This is it. That's where we get to
the jewels and the crowns.
Yes.
Number one.
Now, so my one is gonna probably cause a bit of an uproar from some people, because my choice for my game of the year is Metal Gear Solid Delta.
Ooh.
Yeah, I just could not. I just absolutely could not. It is
Absolute smash hit home run of a game.
yeah, which will say, oh, but it's a remake remaster. Doesn't care. So it's the criteria was released. It's a game that I played this year, and one of the greatest, not just one of the greatest games of all time, remastered with cutting edge graphics, maintaining the same story, with quality of life improvements as well, with new enhancements made to certain encounters, and also some great modes returning, such as Snake versus Ape and other things.
Yeah, I did not expect them to add that, but it's there. It's brilliant.
Great game. I could not put this anywhere but top of my list, in my opinion, because it's a game. I platinumed this game, and for
I'm
all
2
intent-
achievements off.
yeah, and for all intents and purposes, now that I got it on PC, I'm probably going to platinum it again. So, It's just, it goes to show. How can I not?
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, that's my choice. My game of the year for 2025 is Metal Gear Solid Delta. Oh God, already talking about it makes you want to go and just play it right, boot up and play it right now. That's
I'm just like, get those 2 final achievements. I want 2 achievements missing. I need to finish them.
plus it's been
the multiplayer.
Plus, it's been nice to share that experience again with people because I streamed the entire game, so people got to see the game in a new light, and also just the batshit crazy story that it is.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, come on, the end alone is such an insane character.
yeah, fantastic, and
Didn't take around to cure him.
it makes me really hope that we are going to get another remake, this time of 1 or 2, or hopefully in order we get Peace Walker next, and hopefully we get the Volume 2 collection come out soon, because that's what we really need.
Fingers crossed, because I bought the Volume 1 collection. I have the original Volume 1 collection on Xbox 360 Steelbook Edition, which they then finally ported to PC and called it the Remaster Collection. And then this one, give me more! Bring Metal Gear Solid 4 to a console other than the PlayStation 3.
Please, I'm begging
Or maybe
you.
yet,
He's the
please
one
bring
that
it
got
to
stuck on the
PC.
GameCube.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, yeah.
Bring
if
us
you
Twin Snakes!
bring us Twin Snakes, honestly, do it. Do it, you cowards.
Release them.
God. All right, so that is my number 1 game of the year. Shadow, what is your perhaps more sensible game of the year pick?
I don't know about that. It might cause some people to get upset because it's technically part of the boycott because it's published by Xbox. But it is South of Midnight. South of Midnight made by Compulsion Games. It's just like, I've heard of Compulsion Games. Yes, they were the people who made We Happy Few. Same people. South of Midnight is so like, it's got flaws. It's definitely got flaws. My God, I had to put the difficulty down because the fucking I had issues with the combat. I don't like getting stun locked, and even with the difficulty down, there was some issues where I was like, I'm not sure that should have hit me, kind of thing. But I'm not playing South of Midnight for the combat. I'm playing it for the story and the fact it's a gorgeous game. South of Midnight has got a really lovely aesthetic where it's very stylized, but the characters move like puppets, kind of thing. And I think it might take a little while for people to get used to, but once you do, it's just mwah. It's such a beautiful aesthetic. It's so the style is just so good, and the story the story's really good. Even though there's some times where there's some Disco Biscuit nonsense going on, because you will have picked up lore objects and your character Hazel will have said some things about it. But the knowledge she's picked up from the notes she's picked up does not carry into the main story, and it could just be a little bit weird at times. But I really love South of the Midnight because it in itself is, one, we've got a black protagonist. Hooray! I like some different protagonists, and also it's focused around the mythology of the folklore and mythology of the Deep South, which is not a culture we actually see properly represented, kind of thing. And I mean, we do get it occasionally, but it gets boiled down to like those Southern hicks, or just like or even the more insulting, like, racists kind of thing. But this is a deep exploration of, well, it's not really a deep explanation, but it's an exploration into the folklore that they have, and the mythology and the tales, and just how people speak. Yes, there are Cajuns involved, and listening to their accents is just gorgeous. Like the catfish is an actual Cajun, an old Cajun man that's voicing him, and his voice is just so good. The catfish looks really nice. The way looks like he's quilted. It's just such a beautiful game.
The voice is actually so meaty, so like coming from the deep depth of the bellies. It's amazing to listen for the voices is just great to watch. Maybe streams to just listen to the dialogues, listen to the voices.
Yeah, I really like it. It really takes you around different. It takes you around different areas. It will straight up take you to an old cotton plantation kind of thing, and it'll look you in the face and say, "Yeah, this was some bad shit that happened here. Yes, it was awful, especially considering your character is a black woman." You know, it's just like, ha 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 ha. Yes, kind of thing, and it's really good. The boss fights can be a little bit off the wall, I think, and the songs around some of the quote unquote boss fights. There's some boss fights that literally are boss fights, and there are some that are not. And the songs that are specific to those bosses are really, really good. Like the one for the Rougarou, I was singing that for a while. It's so good. I wish those songs were repeated more because they're really, really good. I bought the soundtrack to listen to them again. It's just like the songs are good, the aesthetics are good, it looks great. The combat at baseline is okay. I just think they needed more time with it. It needed to be refined and sharpened up and kind of thing. And I think some of the exploration's a bit because I'm missing some lore objects and I'm thinking, where the fuck could I have gone to get those kind of thing. But I really loved it because it's full of heart. It's full of heart. It's a different culture. It's something. It's a different look into a world that I don't know much about. And also, I really like that the main there is a twist antagonist, but it's kind of telegraphed through the game. There's a twist antagonist that's telegraphed, but I also really like that the antagonist is one of these ones where you feel sorry for them at a certain point, but it is their actions that cause something to happen to them that makes you feel sorry for them. And I just think that's just so fucking tasty because it is by their hands. They've been made sympathetic, and it's like, oh yes, I love this. This is good character writing. I fucking love it, kind of thing. Just play South of Midnight. I know that we're not supposed to be touching Xbox because fucking Gaza and shit, and they fund the Israeli government. But I love this game so much, and I'm dying on this hill. I love it to bits. I would heartily recommend people play South of Midnight. It's just such a good game. It's such a good game. I would recommend turning the fucking difficulty down though, because Burr didn't have the problems that I did, so maybe I'm just suck at combat, which is entirely possible. But it's just good. It
is very much your mileage may vary.
Yeah, it's just if you have trouble with the fights, just turn the difficulty down because the story is worth it, kind of thing.
And definitely, the music is worth listening.
Yeah, and also the way the antagonist is dealt with, mwah, chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Absolutely perfect way of dealing with them. It's just such a good game. Play South of Midnight. I swear to God, please.
Yeah, I just want to add to what Shadow said that the writers, the creators, they really dug deep into what kind of people lived there, what kind of stories they had, what kind of tragedies, what kind of everyday lives. And you can hear that in the music and hear that in the songs for the bosses. I do have my favorite, and for a while I was like humming it for a few days, basically all the time, because it was so good and it struck so deep too. Because you can feel, you can relate, you can really your like your heart will be torn apart for many of those stories, and you will weep for those well, basically bosses.
Yes, it's so good.
Okay then, so Lemming, what is your number one game of 2025?
Ladies, gentlemen, everybody of the internet, it finally released into 1.0. I can name it as my game of the year, Escape from Tarkov.
There we go.
Yay!
It's finally a fully released game. So, kind of. They're going to be releasing expansions and updates. But it is their 1.0 status. It is on Steam. I haven't bought it. It's caused issues. But they've released a PvE mode. I don't have to go fighting like real people. I can fight bots. I can enjoy the game. I've been enjoying the game with other friends who have also got PvE mode, and we've been enjoying it. They've been getting shot. I haven't. It's been a great time. Yeah, I was raiding with a friend yesterday. He got shot a lot. I was in front, blazing away with a P90, and nothing touched me. I don't know, but it's a lot of fun. It's Escape from Tarkov. At this point, people know about it. It's an extraction shooter. It's pretty much the first extraction shooter. You're in a locked off city. You pick where you want to go. You go there. You do quests for things. 1.0 finally added an ending. There is an actual ending where you escape the city. In fact, there are 4 endings, ranging from good ending to, oh, that's a very, very bad ending. Most of which include you being on a boat, escaping as the city gets nuked.
It's really funny that you can finally escape from Tarkov.
Yeah.
Yes, you can finally live up to the name and escape from Tarkov. In fact, one of the first people to do so did it within about a week. So good for them.
Power to them.
You know, people who play this game for a living tend to be able to do that.
Yeah.
I'm still about 6 months off from being able to escape it myself, but it's everything I've wanted from Tarkov. I'm not fighting sweat lords. I'm not fighting Uber chads. I'm just fighting AI enemies and playing the game the way I want to play it, and making bits of progress here and there. And eventually, I will escape from Tarkov.
Nice.
And then you will be free to play another game.
Until I go back in.
So that was your top game of 2025. And now we get
last,
to...
but certainly not least.
Indeed. Burr, what is your game of 2025?
Okay, so to circle back to sort of make a beautiful loop and end at the beginning of our stream today, my numero uno game of the year is Clair Obscur Expedition 33.
Of course it is.
We had to have one, didn't we? We had to have one. I haven't even started it yet. It's installed.
I mean, I did not know what to expect from that game, but then as I was playing, I was getting deeper into the game, into how beautifully it looks, how amazingly it sounds, what a great gameplay loop, what a great fighting mechanics it has, what an awesome story it has, and the dialogues between characters, the whole sort of hallmark French whimsy of the world combined with like the plot twists, with the deep sadness, the undertones of the story of the game. There are tons of very good reasons why this game got 9 awards at TGA. It wasn't like people buying their way into that. That game is just that good. That game is just that awesome. And the fact that just, the creation of that game was a perfect storm that might never happen again is also really strange, with like how they just left Ubisoft to make the game and they were able to find the publisher and find the money, and they found the composer on some random website that's never composed music before, and they literally caught on fire and made the best music ever in a video game. And similar with like they found the artist just also randomly on all kinds of fora, and the artists were like, most of the teams are also juniors that never made a game. So this is a miracle that they made a game that people liked. And the fact that they made such a great game that most people loved so much that they were saying, "Yeah, take all the awards." That is one in a lifetime situation. Last time something like that happened was when Return of the King got 11 Oscars. So maybe once in 25 years something like that happens.
Yeah, sometimes you enter a fugue steak and and something is produced, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you don't like JRPGs, maybe this one is the one that you would like because it's not anime bullshit. It is French bullshit. This game is so deeply French. It's like if you've seen any sort of like French animations or watched any sort of French movies with a plot twist and with this weird sort of je ne sais quoi in the mood, this sort of sadness in the mood and this sort of unexplained beauty in it all. This game will have that.
I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it. I'm not going to be rude to the French.
Please do.
No, I'm not.
So
I will say actually.
Lemming is already waiting with a zero flag to pull.
No. I will say actually. When we watched the Game Awards, my mum and dad were in Paris at the time, and after Exhibition 33 had gotten its nominations, like people in Paris were celebrating, kind of thing. They were very very excited for it because Exhibition 33 has become their national game. I think the French president kind of like put it up on Macron put it up on a pedestal, kind of thing.
Not unlike how Polish people were celebrating when Witcher 3 got the award.
I mean, it makes sense, and honestly, all power to them, kind of thing. You could be celebrating a Ubisoft game, and I think France deserves a bit better than that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not something I have interest in. I find it too cluttered for me. Like but I can appreciate what it is, kind of thing, and I'm glad it's with us, kind of thing.
Yeah,
So
I'm not so sure myself. I mean, I'm definitely going to play it myself at some point, but it's not high on my list of, wants. I've got more important things to play, in my opinion.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind even if you like play it for 15 minutes, decide that this is not for you, because like Final Fantasy VII was not for you either, and you've found that out as well. I don't mind that. It's just I really love this game. I love this game to bits, and I just wanted to say that.
That's fair. That is absolutely fair. Well, that is what.
So yeah, I was just saying yeah.
Yeah. So that we've been going for an hour and 20 minutes at this point, so I think it's a good position for us to kind of start wrapping it up, as it were.
Please wrap it up.
Please wrap it up.
So that has been our list of the top 5 games of the year from each of us, as well as our honorable mentions as well. If you do buy any of these, do feel free to comment down below and let us know what you think, and let us know what your game of the year is for the current year is. And again, following the
man engagement, wherever L is in this thing, give that man engagement.
Be sure to be aware that posting the link below. Be sure to like, subscribe, and do all that jazz. We will be back.
Before we go though, I wanted to have like a random final question to ask each of us. What game are you the most excited to play or to come out next year?
007 First Light.
I don't know if it's coming out this year, but I would sure really like it if fucking I would like the Fate of the Old Republic, and also it'd be nice if Witchbrook could get a fucking release date. Where is it, Chucklefish? Where is it, you motherfuckers? You've been on this game for like fucking 7 years. Where is it? But in seriousness, I've not really got. I know there are some games coming out in 2026 for me that I am interested in, but I'm not really. It's not really like, yeah, really looking forward to them. I would like to know more about Light No Fire, though. I would like to know more about that kind of thing. Because I know that Lewis will grab me with both hands and drag me. I would say kicking and screaming, but I'm going willingly into the game. I'm riding on his shoulders. He's giving me a piggyback ride like last time.
Lemming?
And while I am looking forward to, we'll just call it Total Warhammer 40,000 and Dawn of War 4, we are eating well this year. My most played game. Hey, buddy, still alive? Ace Combat 8. Bring it.
What about you, Bert, since you asked the question?
Yeah, so for me, I would like to play First Flight, because I'm not playing Hitman as much as I would want. So I thought maybe I could start again with James Bond. But what I really want is I want Star Wars Zero Company to finally be released so that I can play my turn-based tactics in Star Wars, please.
That's fair. I didn't know we were getting two choices. My other game was, but definitely Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. That's going to be fun as well when that comes out. So yeah, that's a couple of games. Those are the games I'm looking forward to next year. And no doubt, once we get to the end of 2026, we'll probably be talking about them then. At this point, we can. Because the Game Awards next year is just going to be Grand Theft Auto 6. So, yeah, we might as well.
That game is never getting released.
No, that game it'll be out next year. It's just it will dominate the awards. But no.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know. Though.
Yeah, I think it will. It's GTA.
I
It will.
I was just scrolling through my discovery list on Steam because I was like, I can't remember any games I'm looking forward to. Thick as Thieves.
There are quite a few good games coming out.
Yeah. I want to fail as a thief and then be like, why is Evac stealing all of my stuff?
But that has been it from us this week. We'll be back next month on the 27th of January.
Next year.
Yeah, in the new year. Which we don't have a topic set, but we'll probably discuss that and see what we're going to come up with. For now, my name's been Evac, and I've been joined by Shadow. I've been joined by Burr. And I've been joined by Lemming. Good night, everyone. Go on.
You can also see me and Lemming on New Year's Day because we're going to play more Rogue Trader.
Yeah, I'll be streaming tomorrow as well, most of the day. Thank you guys for joining us, everyone. Have a good New Year if we don't see you before then. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
May it be good to us all.